Yes, you guys, how you all doing today? Of course, I know what you're about to say. Trim's looking sexy, it's looking on point, and I want to say shout out to everyone that just appreciates a fresh haircut. I don't know what it is about haircuts that makes me just look even better. I don't know what it is. I feel like I just go up levels when I get a little skin fade and get that beard neaten up, but you guys aren't here to hear me get gassed about myself. Of course not. We're here to talk about the news stories that have come out today, and today I'm going to discuss 3 stories. We're going to hear the latest behind Raphael Varane. Reports are saying he is our #1 centre-back target this summer. And following that news, we're going to discuss some azpilicueta updates and some updates surrounding Declan Rice as well. So I hope you guys definitely enjoy. I have released a match preview for the Real Madrid game, so make sure you guys watch this for good luck. Don't jinx us tomorrow, yeah? Do not jinx us tomorrow. Watch the video and we're gonna win. But without wasting any more time before we kick into things, I want to get one quick plug out the way first. I want to say a massive shout out to Super 6, who of course featured me on their amazing Hold the L series, and right now I'm going to play a small clip to discuss one of the latest episodes that have come out.
Where's the morals anymore? Where's the competition? What's the point in playing in the Premier League if we're allowed to play in the Premier League? You know, what have you actually got to play for apart from a title? Because you don't need to play for Europe anymore. You can finish 15th in the league and you're guaranteed as one of the founder members to be playing in this Super League. You get given 350 odd million.
Naturally, with that egregious news surrounding the Super League, even saying Super League just feels like a dirty word, to be honest. I fully agree with the sentiment expressed by DT. It's not fair at all. It was never about fairness. It wasn't about competition, about sport or passion or nothing like that, you guys. It was about a few rich guys at the top getting even richer by creating this very safe environment for them to constantly compete for the highest honours, never getting relegated, and of course cashing in that money year in year out. So right now, you guys, do me a massive favour. In the description below and in the card above, there is going to be a link to the full episode, and I want to quickly plug as well that I also featured on the Super 6 podcast featuring Akinfenwa and Laura Woods, and all I can say is that both of them amazing people, so nice, so kind, so warm. I had an amazing time on the podcast with some great content creators in Akeem and in Flav as well. So if you guys want to show some love to your boy, please, you'll find a link for that as well in the description too. So without wasting any more time, I think we have to start things off by discussing this Declan Rice news. Now, this news came courtesy of my guy Alex Goldberg and his podcast The Byline, and for his recent episodes he had on a certain No1. Now, I'm not gonna put in more shameless plugs, but honestly I have to say you have to download it. Why is the podcast so sick? For example, back before we even knew that we had a chance at signing Kai Havertz, the news really broke first from Alex's podcast. It tends to happen like that, you guys, and if you want to be a Chelsea fan that's constantly in the loop, you guys know what to do. But you know, in the episodes, No1 spoke about Declan Rice and Monaco's Aurelien Tchouameni, with No1 saying that maybe at this point in time, Rice leads over Tchouameni. Now, this is kind of big news. I think there was some miscommunication circling around reports suggesting that the club just didn't want to sign Rice at all because of ego reasons. I think the context wasn't fully expressed, and I think at the time I made the mistake of miscommunicating that myself, so I apologise. But the reality was, the price that West Ham had set for Declan Rice was ridiculous, was a crazy amount of money, and for that valuation and for that price, we would not do business re-signing a player that we let go for free for that price. The context was all about the price. It wasn't about Declan Rice and, you know, us not rating him for no reason. That would be stupid, because right now, I think it's quite clear to see that Rice is one of the best young midfield players in the country. He's shown since he was 17, as he's progressed and played week in, week out and grown over the years, that he has even more levels to find in his game. So it would be absolutely stupid for us to turn down a player that already knows the club. I mean, can you imagine what type of advantage that is? A guy that knows the club already, knows the teammates. You don't have to worry about him getting in or needing time to settle. He knows it automatically. So these are details that won't be ignored or forgotten about easily. And of course, it's nice to hear that, you know, we are still on the books for Declan, because for me, this tells us that West Ham might not be selling him for the price they want to sell him for. We know, and I've been saying for a long time, West Ham have financial difficulties right now. There's a reason why they set that valuation very high for Rice, and I guess as a fan base, we have to hope and pray that they don't secure a Champions League spot. That can't happen whatsoever, and when they miss out, that is most definitely going to work in our favour. Now, do I want to be seeing us offering Tammy Abraham as part of the deal? No, that would be absolutely stupid, and to be honest, I think that Tammy is better than that. I think that a team like Leicester City, he'd easily acclimatise there and dominate there, but ideally, I don't want to sell Tammy whatsoever. But for me, I do feel confident that Rice's price is going to drop in the summer. I think that once he's available for around 50, 60, then I think talks and business will be held. And I think we have other options that we could offer in place to hopefully bring that valuation down. But to be honest with you guys, if I was to give you my personal opinion, I mean, I rate Rice. You guys know this, you've seen my videos, but ideally I'd probably go for TCHOUAMENI over him. And it's not because that means Rice is a dead player. It just means that I think maybe TCHOUAMENI could be that little bit better, because the season he's having for Monaco right now is absolutely out of this world. Easily probably the best midfield player in Ligue 1 right now. Just seeing him rising up the levels, absolutely dominating. What he can do in midfield, how he brings that playmaking ability alongside, incredible defensive play as well, the intelligence, the passing as well. I mean, this guy is a formidable player, and Ligue 1 right now, due to that travesty that was their recent TV deal, they will be selling players for less. I think right now is the time to tap into that Ligue 1 market and secure the best talents we can. And for me, TCHOUAMENI is definitely one of those talents that you sign. So there you have it, you guys. That was the first story out of the way. Declan Rice, that news isn't over just yet. And for me, it's going to be extremely interesting to see the business we conduct in midfield. So in the comments below, you guys, state if you want to see Declan Rice signed or if you want to see TCHOUAMENI signed instead. And now we move on to the second story, and it's time to discuss the big news surrounding Raphael Varane. Now at this point in time, it seems like Konate from RB Leipzig is destined to be signing for Liverpool. Am I that upset? Not really, to be honest. And it seems like finally, after much flirtation with players like Alaba, Sula, Koundé, it seems like the club have settled on that one target they want, and it happens to be serial winner Raphael Varane. Right now, Varane's contract does expire in 2022, and at this point in time, it seems like him and Madrid are far away from agreeing new contract terms. Now, you might be wondering why, and the reason for that is that Madrid are forced to have to offer Varane less money due to their financial difficulties, and that is something that Varane does not want to have. So this could mean that he is definitely available in the market. He's been putting out the feelers for a very long time. And at this point in time, reports are stating, and these reports do come out from Mundo Deportivo, that Madrid have placed a 61 million valuation if any club wants to sign Raphael Varane. At this point in time, there's only two clubs in the running, us and Man United, and Madrid would be willing to sell Varane right now because they have ambitions to secure Alaba and make an audacious move for Kylian Mbappe. For me, 61 million is still quite pricey, considering that after another year, his contract is over. He gets to leave on a free. But I guess right now it's the time to give my thoughts and my opinions. And one thing I've been saying time and time again, and I'm gonna keep saying to you guys, but I honestly believe and feel that we don't have to sign any defenders for next season. I really feel that, and as I keep saying, if we're going to keep things objective and fair, who has been our weakest centre-back this season? No one. It's crazy how consistent all our centre-backs have been, and it's no surprise why we are ranked at right up the table, you guys, when it comes to clean sheets kept across Europe. Our defenders are a lot better than we all thought. Let's keep it real. They're much better than we all thought, and I think they definitely deserve another chance of, playing together for next season. I think once maybe Silva decides to leave after the World Cup, and I don't know, maybe a Rudy or someone else might consider their future, then we can go back into the market, because once we do that, there's going to be even more centre-backs available and ready that we can sign. So that's how I see things. I don't know how you guys see things as well. In the comments, if you agree with me, say why. If you don't, of course, let me know too. But I can't help but feeling that if Varane signs, well, obviously, a defender is definitely leaving. And I think right now, The main two would be either Kurt Zouma or Rudiger. And to be honest, Zouma would be the most favourite to have to leave if Varane was signed. And that would be kind of ironic. I remember reading so many quotes a few years back from Didier Deschamps, Jose Mourinho, surrounding the similarities between Zouma and Varane, and I've seen both players play. I think there is a big stylistic similarity between how they play, and if you're Kurt Zouma, you might be feeling a bit aggrieved that you're getting replaced for someone to be the identical replacement to you. But that would be very interesting to see in itself. But I guess the reality is Zouma, out of all the defenders we have right now, would be the easiest one to sell. I do think that the money that Madrid want, 61 million, is very pricey, and if Varane's turned down a contract offer from them, who knows how much money he wants to sign for his next club. I understand why, and I admit that I could be wrong in the long term. I think what separates clubs like us from your clubs like your Arsenals, for example, is the fact that we don't ever settle. We constantly strive to improve, and sometimes at this level, you have to make those brittle decisions in the pursuit of greatness, in the pursuit of winning. And if the club feel like Varane is that guy, well, all I can say is it would be quite interesting to see. So I'm going to ask you guys this question again. Varane, is he the centre-back we need? Is he the centre-back that will take us to the next level? Do we even need a centre-back? You guys, please comment below. And now to end things with a final quick story, we have an update surrounding azpilicueta. Now, reports from Europe is strongly suggesting that Azpi is set to sign a new deal. His current contract does expire in 2022. He still has a bit more time. He has 420 all-time caps for this beautiful blue club, and due to just his professionalism, the way he is so respected within the club as well, reports are saying that he is an essential part of the team and is deserving of a new deal. Yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Azpilicueta signing a new deal. I think that for clubs of our nature, for big clubs, you need to have personalities like him in the team. I mean, he can play all across the defensive lines. He can play further up as well. He's solid. He's dependable. He steps up in the big games. He is well respected. And I think one thing I can tell you about Azpi from what I've heard of him is that when it comes to contract extensions, he doesn't get his agent to go to the club to hold talks. No, Azpi doesn't believe in that. What Azpi always does, as he has done, is he lets his football do the talking. He believes that if he plays well, maintains his quality and his standards, it's only fair and natural that those talks will happen, they will come, and it seems to have served him very well in his Chelsea career. So massive respect to Azpilicueta. I admit at times, I have been a little bit disrespectful in previous seasons, but overall this guy is a fantastic servant at this club. And I want to pose to you guys this question: is Azpilicueta a Chelsea legend? And does he get into your all-time Chelsea 11? Let us all know below, you guys. But on that note, I'm going to wrap things up, keep things moving. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. I'm the EFC, this is Blue Lions TV. I'll catch you guys later with some more videos. Peace.